Hey guys, welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the basement. Dusters, it's Duster Club. Let's go UFD. A quick update on the community. You guys are absolutely killing it. We are proving that we are the most organic, most robust community out there. I think we're the best community in crypto. I know a lot of other people think that as well. But a big update or a big interesting point that came up recently, I received 2 DMs. One from someone asking me why I keep saying that we are baby Bitcoin, and one from someone who was a Bitcoin OG who said, you guys are baby Bitcoin. He remembered what it was like to be in Bitcoin from the early days. So I'll explain to you why I think it's very interesting how similar we are to Bitcoin. And did you see that HTX exchange and including UFD? Hopefully our connection's okay, guys. I'm out and about and got some big family commitments this week. So apologize for any technical issues that might be going on right now, but bear with me. Why are we baby Bitcoin? Because we are aligned perfectly with what Bitcoin set out for us. When Bitcoin started out, everybody doubted it. It was born into FUD. It was new, but a robust organic community, just like we have in UFD, was built around it. Now, I'm not saying we're the next Bitcoin, right? I'm certainly going to recognize that Bitcoin is the king of cryptocurrencies. But I believe when it comes to the meme coin cryptocurrency sector, what do you think? Isn't it feel like we are absolutely the baby Bitcoin? And that's what Bitcoin OGs, so many people over the last 7 months have sent me messages or I've talked to in person that have said, I own 2 coins, Bitcoin and UFD, because we are organic. We are this bottom-up community that was born into a complete environment of FUD and has proven ourselves to be absolutely robust. There's so much power in that. We have been different from day one, okay? We've been ignored by a lot of the meme coin establishment, and that's okay. Now, have you noticed a lot of them are trying to imitate us? Suddenly, things like community are becoming first and foremost, right? But we've been ignored. We've been the underdog from day one. And the reason I bring that up is because that has made us stronger than any other community, stronger than any other coin, okay? They know, we know that UFD is the community coin, right? Other people can say it, but we have done it day in and day out, right? Now suddenly everybody wants to talk about community, how important community is. Well, guess what? And we didn't even do it on purpose. It just happened organically within UFD. We aren't saying community is number one because it's in fashion. No, we did it from day one. It's never been any different. It never will be any different. This is the people's coin. Remember, was it Dave Portnoy with Jail Stool said, this is the people's coin back in, I don't know, January or February. And we've been the people's coin. And I like, anyway, we've been the people's coin from day one, okay? We invite the imitators, okay? And it's a big compliment. And we're flattered that suddenly a lot of the other crypto communities in the meme coin sector are starting to want to be focused on what we have done from day one. I'm not saying we invented it because we didn't, but we did it from day one, and we will continue to do it. This community will continue to grow stronger and more robust. We will have our ups and downs. We will go through more fires. Think about the unbelievable situation that you've created, right? I spawned this. I'm a crypto skeptic 8 months ago. I called crypto unicorn fart dust, for those of you who are new. And we've got a lot of new people, so maybe they need to hear the story quickly, right? I used to sit in my basement and call crypto unicorn fart dust. And then as an experiment, when I started to learn about crypto and meme coins, my good friend of mine said, yeah, you should start a crypto and you should call it unicorn fart dust. And from there, from day one, right, this total transformation occurred internally within me that I'm not going to bore you all with. but the community transformed into this unbelievable core robust situation, which is proving itself to be unbeatable. We're going to look at some data here in a little bit that is absolutely astounding, but it's a big deal. Yeah, we've been through every fire, right? We've been community number one. We've been through every fire that any community could. They couldn't have thrown any more challenging situations at us. Our Twitter was hacked, our X was hacked, I'm sorry. My wallet was drained. We've been attacked with every form of FUD that is imaginable. Hold on one second. A little quick sip of coffee. Uh-oh. Hold on. Okay, guys, sorry about that. But they've hit us with everything they possibly can. And what prevails through it all? The community. And guys, day by day, we're adding more and more and more people. Every single day, we're getting closer. We're getting closer and closer and closer because more people join us who are holding unicorn fart dust for a long time. We call those diamond hoof dusters. So it's getting exciting. Let's go out and look at some data. Let's look at the latest social data because it is absolutely incredible. And we're going to look at this post from our friend Ez the Duster. Thank you, Ez, as usual, for all your work. This is long, but this deserves to be read. Okay, UFD is criminally undervalued. Time to wake up and smell the unicorn fart dust. Let's talk about UFD and why it's about to explode and the market is sleeping on this gem. If you're deep in the pump ecosystem, it's the wild west of meme coins on Solana. Big coins, Pump, Fartcoin, and you guessed it, UFD. These are the top 3 tokens dominating the social scene. But here's where it gets wild. The stats show UFD is getting slept on hard, and the numbers don't lie. Okay, Fartcoin, 12,000 mentions, 1.7 million engagements. UFD, almost 9,000 mentions, not far behind, 577,000 engagements. Okay, now you'd think social dominance this close, UFD trailing Fartcoin just by a hair, but their market caps would be in the same ballpark. Wrong. Fartcoin's market cap is a whopping 24 times higher. Guys, our social dominance numbers are right there with Fartcoin, but they're a little bit behind, but still in the same ballpark, definitely. But their coin is valued 24 times more than us, okay? Fartcoin's sitting pretty at over $1 billion market cap, while UFD is chilling in the measly 35 to 40 million range. That's not a gap, that's a canyon. Why does this matter? Because social dominance equals community strength. It's the lifeblood of meme coins. UFD's community is a cult. Well, you know me. I like to refer to it as a cult, C-O-L-T. Diverse, passionate, and showing up every day, from normies dipping their toes into crypto to OGs bridging from other chains. UFD has built a movement, and we're transparent. I'm live streaming daily. I'm doing it right now, every single day, no matter what. And the vibes, immaculate. This isn't just a coin. It's a lifestyle. People are creating art, contests, spreading the UFD gospel like it's the second coming of Doge. Okay, sure, compare that to Fartcoin, and we love Fartcoin. We're just looking at their community. They got jokes and a catchy gimmick, but UFD's community is just as electric, if not more so. Okay, nearly 600,000 engagements. UFD is punching way above its weight for a token with such a tiny market cap. The math ain't mathing. I love that. The math ain't mathing. UFD's price should be way closer to Fartcoin's. And here's the kicker. Meme coins thrive on belief, and UFD's community is believing hard. Posts on X are bursting with bulls calling UFD the next billion cult coin. One user even said it's artificially suppressed because whales and market makers are piling in quietly. Well, that's interesting speculation. Or narwhals, as we call them. Another called it the strongest community they've seen, with potential to hit $1 billion from 0.02. That's 50x upside. If Fartcoin can hit a billion with 0.95% social dominance, what's stopping UFD from closing the gap? The market is lagging, but it always catches up. UFD's price is coiled to spring, ready to pop. It isn't just hopium, it's logic. Strong community plus viral narrative plus low market cap equals explosive potential. UFD's story is unique. Its developer is a legend, I don't know about that, who's been grinding for years, and the community is a force of nature. When the market wakes up, UFD won't just catch Fartcoin, it could flip it. So what's the play? Stop sleeping on UFD. Grab a bag, join the cult, and ride the unicorn. This is the kind of opportunity you'll kick yourself for missing when UFD trades 10, 20, or heck, even 50x from here. The community already lit the fuse, and that's a good way to put it. Now it's just a matter of time. And here's some graphics we can look at. Okay, look at UFD. Wow. Look at us, guys. Let's see if we can. There's our circle. This is a bubble map, okay? That shows our circle compared to the number one coin, Pump. And we love Pump, you know, no shade there. And here's Fartcoin. And again, those coins, those three, you know, they're in the same ballpark when it comes to size. But remember, okay, you would think those three coins would have the same market cap, and the reality is that they don't, that the other coins have market caps that are multiple times bigger. Here's another way to look at it, right? You can see the UFD rectangle, and again, in the same ballpark as the other big coins. And what did Ez talk about? He talked about the fact that this community has belief like no other. Let's go back to what we talked about at the beginning of this live stream, baby Bitcoin. Right? People ask me, why do you call UFD baby Bitcoin? Because other people call UFD baby Bitcoin. People that were in Bitcoin at the beginning that tell me what they're experiencing right now and observing in Unicorn Fart Dust is exactly similar to what they saw, what they observed in Bitcoin during the early days. A community that is just absolutely in love with the community, okay? I'll do my part, but you guys are doing the most important work every single day, okay? And look, think about the potential that we have in front of us. It is truly staggering, okay? The opportunity that we have in front of us and what we have right now. Allow me to back up, my fellow dusters, and share with you this important fact. What we've already done, given the obstacles that were put in our way, given the fact that we didn't have $16 million of venture capital money to start this with, we didn't have a pretty celebrity, okay? We didn't have any unfair advantages. We didn't have any paid promoters out there talking about us, okay? And that we've been somewhat shunned by the crypto, not the crypto, but the meme coin, let's say establishment, if you want to call it that. That we, in that environment, we have still thrived. Look at where you are. Look at what you have accomplished through today. Look at those numbers that as the Duster just showed, and think about I can almost feel it, like this community, this core, this unbelievable like energy force that we've put together, right? And it's all of us. We're all nodes on a network, a family that's together, where we can head in the future. It is really, really, really a unique situation. And again, we're the underdogs. Welcome. We are the underdogs. We're the undercolts. I don't know. We're the undercorns. We're the undercorns. And we have that as an advantage. We have the underdog advantage. I listened to something a few days ago from that guy, Alex Hormozy. He said, it's good to be the underdog. That gives you all this opportunity for growth. And guys, it's real. And it's not just an opportunity. It is happening. Okay. It's like, we're like a long distance runner who goes out to run a race and there's a 40-mile-an-hour wind in their face, but they're still running and they're still winning. And that's what we are doing. And it's happening every single day. Let's talk about some good news in the community. I want to share with you something really cool. that happened. We got new duster alert. The most important new duster alert of all. Let me show you this. This is great. One of our core community members, Franny from the future, announced this yesterday. There she is, Gilia, and Gilia. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. It was a long day, but she's breathing properly because she had fluids in her lungs, wasn't breathing properly. But this morning, I could finally hold my little girl. Aw, I'm tearing up. Mama had a hard birth, and she lost a lot of blood, but she's also doing all right now. Hopefully, we can go home today with the three of us. And there's our friend Franny with our newest member of the UFD Duster community. Isn't that beautiful, huh? That's what it's all about, guys. So we got a new duster, a new baby duster. And don't forget also, and congratulations, Franny. Franny is one of our key community members, and that is awesome news. But don't forget also, guys, all the cool stuff that's going on in UFD right now. Excuse me, I have a question for you. Is there another cryptocurrency, a meme coin, that's running a contest for the kids in the community to draw pictures of unicorns? No, right? We've got that going on. You can go to Georgie42's profile to get all the details. But if you have a youngster who's also enthusiastic about unicorn fart dust, they can enter into a contest. There's great prizes. It's a lot of great fun. It's an awesome, awesome thing going on. One more thing to look at here is from our friend Leslie Moda. Hold on. Here we go. She says she's looking for communities that go beast mode. If your meme coin community is grinding 24/7, is that UFD making noise and showing up everywhere? I want to see it. The top 5 get a spotlight on the next podcast. But let's find out who's really built different. And there's Leslie. Been on with her. She's works with David Goldstein. Wonderful, wonderful lady. So, guys, let's go out there and make some noise and let them know who we are. Because we are, it's time for a pep talk, Dusters. We are doing this in the face of every piece of adversity that could be known in the history of cryptocurrency. We're just like Bitcoin in the early days. I was around. I watched Bitcoin in the early days. I was a fudder, okay? But we right now are doing it with UFD. We're doing it because of the people in the community that make this situation like no other that's ever happened. We are not going to have this opportunity again, at least from me, guys. Okay, I got to be honest with you. Here's the deal. I could never create another unicorn fart dust. Nobody can. Take a step back, okay, and think about that. That's the one and only UFD that we have in our hands right now. But even as exciting as it's the fact that we've created an environment that is totally inclusive of people all over the world, all age groups. Young people are welcome. We've got Grandma Duster, who's in her 80s. Okay, we got people from every age group all over the world, and we're bringing new people into crypto. And as crypto evolves, and we got news from Coinbase, like people are going to have more and more access to unicorn fart dust. Right? It's not going to be as difficult of a process. Heck, right now, and thank you, by the way. Let's see if I can get my finger up there to our sponsor, MoonPay. Right, about the easiest way that we can tell people to buy UFD is to do it through MoonPay. It's an easy way, but access will continue to become easier and easier to UFD. And this is a fair opportunity. Fair to you, fair to me, fair to the richest person in our community, and fair to the poorest person in our community. It's an unbelievable opportunity because of the blockchain, because of the crypto, where anybody can be involved anywhere and on a complete fair level. Okay, a farmer in India who's struggling, right, to feed his family, his or her family, has just as much access to UFD. No advantage to any of us over anybody else. That is so cool. But what gets really exciting is the opportunity we have with the buttercups. And if you don't know what a buttercup is, that's because you may be a buttercup. A buttercup is someone who's yet to buy their first unicorn fart dust beans. You can graduate from being a buttercup into becoming a duster simply by buying unicorn fart dust meme coin. But we don't call it a meme coin. We call them beans. And we stack our beans, and it's a great opportunity for people all over the world to get involved. You can get involved. Yes, you. I'm talking to you. You have every talent that I have. You have every talent that anybody else in the world has. We all have fear, and that keeps a lot of us from taking that step, right? Trying to make a video, trying to get out there and make some art, right? I mean, there's so many things going on, right? Now, let's also say thank you. Hold on here. Oh, wrong finger. Well, there it is. Ledger, right there in the bear. Thank you to Ledger for your support as well. MoonPay and Ledger are both top-tier companies within the crypto world. And Ledger, we know, is the cryptocurrency hardware wallet security leader. They're a part of my story, okay? They can be a part of your story. Please don't make the same mistake I did. You want to think about security before something happens. Don't think that nothing's ever going to happen, okay? And if you do that, please include Ledger. Research on Ledger as part of your mix. What you'll find is that they secure, I think, almost 20% of the world's crypto. It's an unbelievable company. It's a great honor to have them as part of the Unicorn Fart Dust movement. And a movement it is. This is a huge deal. I can feel the energy within UFD, and it continues to grow stronger and evolve. Touch more lives, touch more people all around the world. Don't forget, right? We are the underdog. We are the undercorn, as we may want to call it. And that's one of our strengths because it's made us stronger. It's allowed us to find ways to get through any type of adversity. Right? We can be shunned by the meme coin, some part of the meme coin establishment. That's fine. That's fine because, and guess what? In crypto, the establishment, sorry, I got a fly attacking me. The establishment doesn't win. You know who wins? The people win in crypto. The people prevail. So while other people might be talking about community, because it's in fashion, we've been doing it from day one, and it makes us so much stronger, guys. This is our chance. This is it, right? Like I said earlier, right? No one can ever create another Unicorn Fart Dust. No one can ever create another community like this. I can never create another Unicorn Fart Dust. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Don't forget, though, we are on the leading edge. Yeah, congratulations, right? We're on the leading edge of technology as things are evolving. We're in crypto, number one. And number two, we are the leading edge of what's becoming a big worldwide movement of community-driven assets. But we've got an advantage. We got our horn. So while we're out there on the leading edge, and things can get messy on the leading edge, no doubt about it, we've got these horns. Do you feel your horn? Huh? Is your horn tingling? Let's do a 3-second smile. When I say go, everybody smile. I know it's the corniest thing in the world. I feel corny doing it, but sometimes corny feels good. So when I say go, we're going to smile for 3 seconds. All right, go. Bigger. Bigger. Yeah, right? They want to rub horns? All right, come on, everybody. Feel your horn? Feel it up there? Yeah, come on, rub it. I know, you get to see the top of my head. By the way, this is a true story, and Upstairs Susie can corroborate this. Absolute truth. I was like 5 years ago, I actually had a horn growing at the top of my head. And it was like this growth that was coming at the top of my head. And finally, it got so big. I hate to share this with you, but I got out of the shower and my hair was wet and I could see it popping out. I mean, it was right there. Okay. I had to go have it surgically removed. I think it was a sign of things to come. Kind of wish I let it there. It was non-cancerous, thank God, but I kind of wish I'd let it there because now it probably would be about this big. All right, guys, let's keep up the great work. I ask you, do you feel it? Right? Do you feel the power of what is happening within UFD? Because it's the most powerful form of energy. It's people coming together. Think about any massive thing, any massive event that's occurred in the world over the last 100 years, right? It's always grassroots. And why is that important? Because what we are doing is 150% grassroots, right? My $100 that I used to create Unicorn, I was going to see if I had $100, which I don't, right? $100, not 100 million, not 10 million, not even a million. It wasn't created with money. It wasn't created with some artificial form of support in any way, shape, or form. It was created with people in heart, in passion, in honesty, in integrity. That's what attracts. Think about it. How did we get to where we are right now? How did this happen? How is this even happening? It happened because good attracts good, right? Because I was this guy, knew nothing about crypto, started a coin for $100 and just did the right thing, step by step by step by step. Didn't know anything about crypto, but absolutely knew that there were choices that we would be faced with and that we would continue to do things with integrity, with honesty, with absolute transparency to give everyday average people, right, and rich people and poor people, but every people, we're all average at the end of the day, right? An opportunity to come in and be involved in something and prove that a community working together can create real lasting value. That a community that promises nothing, we don't promise anything. If you had any big promises from me, no. If we had delivery, yes. If you created delivery, yes. And that can create value and that fun, okay? And we have a lot of fun, right? And that community-oriented events can create value. That creating an environment that's fair and inclusive can create real lasting value. And that's what we're doing. Keep up the great work, guys. Be good to yourself. That'll give you a platform from which to be good to other people. I really appreciate all of you. Got a lot of big family commitments this week, as you know. But I'm going to do my best to hop on and do a live stream every single day and be as active as I can on the timeline. Okay. But again, remember, be good to yourself. Okay. That'll give you a big platform from which to be good to other people. Take care. I'll see you soon.